My favorite horror movie is The Shining, obviously.
My favorite horror movie is High Tension. It's a French horror film.
It's even a fairly recent film. I would probably say The Conjuring.
The Hills Have Eyes, the original.
Definitely The Shining.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers by Don Siegel.
I don't have a favorite horror movie. I hate all horror movies.
My favorite scary movie is Dark Skies.
John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982.
My favorite horror movie is Halloween.
I never understood, why do people like to be scared? I don't get it. To sit in a dark theater, okay, with all these people who are potential serial killers, and you're just you want to get scared. That is mind-boggling to me.
I watch horror films because I find them exciting, for sure. That kind of rush you get when you're scared.
I think to me the true scare factor in horror really comes down to the unexpected, and I think that's really why I watch a horror movie, is because I want to be surprised.
I'm a big roller coaster person, and I am a thrill seeker in general, so for me, horror film is just another outlet for me to get myself outside of my element.
It's a good moment of clarity, I find. I find that after you watch them, it not only clarity, but it helps build on imagination. I really like it, and just to scare myself. I can't do that on my own.
Horror as a genre, it kind of evokes a really visceral reaction compared to other genres. So I'm actually yelling at the screen going, "Why are you doing that, you idiot?" And
Typically I watch them with other people. I'm not gonna put on a horror movie by myself.
I watch horror movies mainly for the thriller aspect of it. Sometimes, you don't want to watch a comedy or an action adventure movie. You want something that's going to put you on your toes.
What scares me is things that are eerie, things that are creepy, things that aren't initially kind of in your face and scary, but if you think about them later, you just kind of, get unsettled, or you pull the sheets up a little closer to yourself.
I think what scares me, what scares many people, is the unknown. So things that people are unaware of, things that are undiscovered.
Yeah, that stuff is scary because we don't understand it. It's those things that are beyond human comprehension that are really scary to us.
I'm always frightened and bothered by horror films, but I continue to watch them.
And just to think that your safe zone could potentially be a hunting ground for a predator is kind of creepy.
The possibility that you could die at any moment, perhaps, usually by a supernatural force or by an axe-wielding madman.
Well, after watching it, clowns became a little bit of a fear.
Honestly, ghosts terrify me.
Deep water you can't see, where you can't see your feet. Fish swimming around you, sharks eating you.
I found Jaws in our DVD drawer, and I was like, cool, shark movie, I'm a loser who likes dinosaurs and animals and sharks, so I'm gonna watch this, and I put it in. Terrified.
Being a kid and watching R.L. Stein's Goosebumps definitely shook me up a little bit.
A good example, I think, would be Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, which people kind of rake on for being cheesy, but seeing that for the first time and seeing his kind of transformation from a human man to this kind of monstrous fly creature, and there's a specific scene where the flesh is actually kind of melting off his face. That really got to me. It's really unsettling.
Going to bed sometimes without anything on, no music or sound, and then just thinking about the images that I saw of arms being torn off and writhing in different directions and what went along with that. But what scared me in real life, I think, is just being in the darkness and thinking of things that could happen hypothetically.
I think horror films have a positive effect on society because it allows society to work through their fears.
I don't think media in general has a negative effect, as in it makes people, for example, into serial killers, or it makes people crazy. That doesn't happen. It's an outlet for people. I think, if anything, they reflect anxieties of society in creative manners, which we can't really explicitly say are bad because they're what we are expressing.
It can be negative and positive. It really depends on the film. It also depends on the person.
But movies like alien-related movies or zombie-related movies, a little more unrealistic or far-fetched, probably don't have that big of an impact just because they're not as serious. But like I said, things that, rape, murder, things like that, they probably do have a knowledgeable impact on society for sure.
They don't harm society, because really it's all in good fun. It's all about the experience. It's all about almost going to get scared because it's exciting.
Horror films, for me as a woman, often have underlying sexist undertones to them.
I think that there's a very large gray area when it comes to morals and how movies, are received by the public. Because as a filmmaker, I personally want to say, go for it. Make the most disgusting thing, like make people run out of your theater covering their mouths. But when you think about the effects these movies have as a piece of art that can be shown anywhere, any place, all over this planet, there could be some child out there who has, any kind of maybe rough upbringing, mental condition, something like that, where these images are in fact triggers for them. As I said, depending on presentation, depending on age, it's all up in the air.
Horror has changed over the years. I would say it goes hand in hand with technology. And it goes hand in hand with current fears, I think.
Recently, I've seen a trend in horror film towards like the technological and the AI kind of stuff.
That's where the true little bits of originality are left, is the second technology advances, the horror genre can advance and explore within that technology as well.
They're playing on your senses now. Like, they've got it down to a science now.
Definitely with the technology of better theater sound and like THX sound systems, that has a great impact on horror because it's all about the sound and really getting you to jump off your seats.
Definitely in terms of pacing, the horror genre has changed for sure. If you look at a lot of older movies like Alien or The Shining, you'll notice that the pacing's a lot more slower and there's a lot more of a build-up.
People are using effects and grotesque violence and grossness out as more for shock and not just to make people uncomfortable, which is understandable because it's easier to make a movie that features jump scares over kind of creepy unsettlingness.
It's a genre of excess. That's what I want to say. Too much thought goes into making it a spectacle and not enough thought goes into making it a movie.
You're not getting good. You're only making horror films less of what they are. You're lowering the bar for what is horror. So we're in trouble now.
So I feel like what we're going to continue to see is just more remakes of stuff that's already existent.
I think it's running out of plot lines. So it's kind of taking the old plot lines and reinventing them based on modern technology and based on modern science.
Greater pressure to combine different genres because I think there are a lot of horror cliches. So you see films like Cabin in the Woods that are incorporating other aspects like humorous aspects or a self-awareness.
Like 2020s, we're going to see a lot of films that are horror movies about aliens, specifically. I'm going to call that right now.
As society grows, so too does the fears. So I think you'd have to ask younger generations what scares them and why.
That I think it's just in the hands of individual directors that have visions and have ideas that are different and genuinely scary to lots of people. And it's kind of up to them, I guess. It's up to us as consumers to go to a movie and choose what to spend our money on wisely. But we won't be able to do that unless someone makes a truly scary horror movie.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Smile, you son of a bitch.
Here's Johnny.
I get this ache when I thought it was for sex, but it's to tear everything to fucking pieces. It's right behind you.
As it is above, so it is below. And as it is within, so it is without.
When there's no room left in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Dr. Carmack's condition is irreversible. Shoots him in the head because he's dead.
Yeah, and fuck you too.
The quote I'm thinking of is literally, the horror. The horror. The end.